The trailers did this movie zero favors. What's up guys, welcome to Superwise. I'm John, and the DC movie that there was no hype for, Shazam! Fear of the Gods, has released. I really enjoyed the first Shazam film, and going into this movie, I had no real excitement for this sadly. The marketing was pretty non-existent, and what little marketing there was, it was very mediocre and left no impression. But even with that, I thought it would be a fun, solid sequel. Luckily, I was right and then some, because Fury of the Gods is better than the first one, a surprising thing to say. But David F. Sandberg really stepped it up and definitely improved aspects. Specifically with the flying sequences and the action, positive improvement. Shazam's one of my favorite superheroes, and I got a lot of good Shazam content in this one. It was what I had hoped it would be, fun, heartfelt, and action-packed. I love the family aspects, and this movie goes further in the exploration of them. Billy continues being a good character, and he shows some nice growth here. He's still learning the ropes and is a kid at heart. Everyone previously in his life had abandoned him, and he's scared that it'll happen to him again, thus having a hard time letting go. In this film, he's faced with doubt and insecurity, but as we progress, he becomes selfless and becomes the champion the wizard entrusted him to be. I love the moment where the wizard tells Billy that he chose correctly, and when Billy accepts his foster mom as his true mom. Very heartfelt moments embedded in here. The Shazamily shines and has fun with their powers as kids would. We definitely get more of them, and it was welcomed for sure. The villains were okay. I mean, Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu were serviceable, but not much there. Rachel Zegler was quite good, and a relationship with Freddy was explored nicely. The ending was moving, as they really did kill Billy off. He truly sacrifices himself, and the entire cast that played his family sold that scene. I knew Wonder Woman was in the film, but even still, when she showed up with the music playing and everything, my jaw was on the floor. This movie really made a good attempt to connect it to the wider DCEU, and I love that about it. They were tapping into that potential that hasn't really been tapped, and with her in the first post-credit scene, I got a good vibe and the feeling of the early MCU. Shazam meeting Wonder Woman was hilarious. Some of the jokes landed and some were pretty cringe. But anyway, the first post-credit scene shows Harcourt and Economos returning, which is awesome because, as I said, a good attempt at a cohesive universe. They carry over their mission from Trash Adam and are finding new recruits for the Justice Society. I don't know where that's going, but it clearly sets up a future for this Shazam incarnation. Before this movie, I was ready to let go, but after, I gotta say it's gonna be a little harder if they reboot. I don't necessarily have a problem with this Shazam staying because I love his stories. They're so nice and heartfelt. I love the family. I don't want to let that go. But then again, I don't want a 25-year-old Billy Batson who's already an adult turning into Shazam. Like, it takes away what Shazam is in the comics. And I like Asher Angel. Actually, I really like him a lot in this movie. I just don't know how you keep Shazam if you let Asher go on, but if there's a way that they can make this work, I'm open to it, of course. In the first post-credit scene, this is Team Peacemaker, so will this carry into the new DCU? I don't know. I'm just interested on where they're gonna go from here, if they're gonna recast or they're gonna keep. We shall really stay tuned, see how this box office does. And then the second post-credit scene was pretty funny because Savannah is still waiting in his cell. He had that one interaction with Mr. Mind, and then 2 years later, they meet again. He continues teasing his plans, and then he just goes off probably for another few years. So that was a funny bit. Overall, Shazam! Fear of the Gods was a worthy, fun sequel. The trailers did it no justice. It's crazy. It's so good. I really had a good time in the theater. Tell me in the comments down below, what did you think about Fear of the Gods? And do you want to see this Shazam stay in the new DCU? Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. That'll be all for me. Remember my catchphrase, guys. Stay super wise.